Today I'd like to show you a great hamstring stretch using the flex band. It's like a big giant rubber band. It allows you to really stretch it far enough so you can get into a different type of a range on your leg rather than just using a towel. I guess you could probably use a towel, but I find that the flex band really allows me to really have better control of the hamstring when I do these stretches. What you do is you take the band and wrap it around the foot so it's not going to go anywhere, and then once you're down you are in control. You keep this leg slightly bent and you just pull back on the hamstring. Now you want to keep it kind of dynamic. If you're just doing this cold, you want to get a little bit of movement into the hamstring. You don't want to just go into a static stretch and just start pulling on it like some people do. They'll come down and they'll be cold and they'll just get on the floor and just start pulling, and that's when you can actually pull the muscle tissue. So you want to actually keep it moving so you can generate some heat, and that's when it becomes a little bit more pliable during that dynamic pattern. And then once you get a little bit more comfortable, then you can bring the leg down, bring the other leg down, and then begin to just pull. And then as you go through this progression, you can bend the knee, come back a little further, and then come up, and then back down. So there's different variations to this exercise, but you do this for a few moments just to get the hamstring really to stretch out. And then you inhale as you come down, and exhale as you come up. You might have to do this depending on your flexibility, and you may want to do this for a minute to 2 minutes. And then as you get going, then you can really kind of break down, come up, and then down. And you pull over your head so you have control rather than just coming up here. You want to pull the band over your head so you can have that control and the flexibility of the hamstring as you go back further. So that's just the straight-on hamstring curl. Stretch. The next one, this one's going to get more of the adductors, the inner thigh here. You're going to bring it over your head. So you hold the strap, and you bring the band over your head, and then you pull the band to the opposite side. So now you're in control, but you get this tremendous stretch right through. And again, you can kind of keep it dynamic by just moving through the range here. And you exhale as you pull. So you get a really deep stretch into the groin, inner thigh. You hold that for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then you swing it over to the opposite side. You pull this over your head, and you hold, and now you're getting the abductors, and you're getting a great stretch to the hip. You're going to get a little bit in the tensa fasciculata, external rotators of the hip as well. You hold that for 1 to 2 minutes, and then you can do that little series right there for about maybe a total of 5 minutes, and it's all you really need, and you can really warm the legs up. It's a great exercise to do right before you're going to do any type of leg workouts. Also, if you're suffering from back pain, it's a good exercise to do to work those hamstrings so that you can stay flexible in the hamstrings. That can help reduce some of the back pain. So that's your hamstring tip of the day. It's a great stretch. Again, I prefer the flex band. You can use a towel, but sometimes it's hard to get into that full range with the towel because you're limited on how far you can go. These you can really stretch out, and they become a little bit more user-defined depending on how flexible or inflexible you are. And that is the tip of the day. Thanks.